Hello and welcome back to your favorite cat channel, Cat to Live. In this tutorial, we are going to learn about explosions. Now let's read the definition first. So it says as creates and manages exploded views. Now what do you mean by the term exploded? I hope you have heard about the term boom. So it is exactly the same. So we are going to explore the components of an assembly so that we can get an idea that how many parts or what are the specific parts which are contributing to make the assembly possible. So from this view, you can get a clear picture that these are the parts which are going to make an assembly of the creeper. I hope the term of exploded is clear to you that it is being used to define the assembly that what are the different components or what are the different parts have been used to make an assembly, and to show that particular view, that view is said to be as exploded view. So we are going to create this exploded view along with these trace lines in this tutorial. So I hope you are going to enjoy this tutorial with us. Now let's start. So first I'm just going to have this view as back. So I'm just going to click on the bottom view, and this is my current work view. As you can see here, we have in the parenthesis as work. So this defines that current view is the bottom view which is currently active. Now if I just go again to the back view, so here you can see currently the value of explosion is stored in back view. Okay, so why I'm telling this, or why I'm emphasizing on the views of the model with the explosion, because the view which you are going to active is going to store that particular explosion. So if I delete the explosion, so I'm just going to delete this explosion. So here you can see I have deleted the explosion. So if I again go to the bottom, you can see we do not have any kind of exploded view in any of the configuration or any of the view now. So it is very critical point before you start with the explosions or exploded view. Suppose if I go to the trimetric view and I'm just going to create an explosion. So I'm just going to create an explosion here. I will define the explosion, that how I'm doing this in a detailed manner, but here I'm just giving you an explanation regarding the view only, so that we can get the foundation stronger. So here you can see this is the trimetric view in which the explosion one is stored. If I just go to the bottom or any of the view, say as isometric, so you can see there is no explosion of this assembly because the explosion is stored in trimetric. Now let me do one thing. If I just go to this and select this explosion and going to delete this. Now here you can see I am unable to delete this explosion or unable to edit this explosion, as these are grayed out, because here you can see this has been used in the trimetric view. So please be clear with this foundation that we have to particularly go to that view in which we have defined the explosion. So our first point is to focus on the view in which the explosion is defined. So I'm just going to delete this explosion now. So let's delete this. So here is our ideal condition. No explosion. So first I'm just going to activate the trimetric view as the work view, so that I'm going to define an explosion in the trimetric view. Now click on explosion. Here you will get the explosion. If you do not get explosion, just right click here in the blank area of the ribbon, just go to customize and then type here explosion. So here I'm just going to type explosion, and then you can just drag and drop. And before we move forward with this video, I would like to thank you to all the viewers that we are reached near about 1000 subscribers. So very much congratulations to all of you. And I have a good news for you that we have completed the tutorials on assembly regarding the constraints, that how we are going to define the assembly with the constraints and how we are going to apply those constraints. So here is the playlist regarding the assembly. You can just check it out on our channel, and do like the videos and do subscribe our channel more and more so that we can reach to more and more students with our learning. Now let's continue with this video. So we have activated the view as the trimetric view and we are going to have the explosion. Now first click on explosions and here we have the new explosion. So I'm just going to click on new explosion and here we have two methods. First one is the manual and second one is the automatic. So currently I'm just going to use the automatic. So it is going to place the parts in the window on its own. So I do not need to define any position to those components. So I'm just going to select all the components. It is all up to you whether you want to select 8, 7, 6. It's all up to you that how large the assembly is. So if I just unselect this, so it is going to give it as 7 and I'm just going to auto explode selected. So I'm just going to click on this and then you have to just click on OK. So I'm just going to click on OK after doing this. Now you can see this is how we will get the exploded view of the assembly which I have just shown you. So this is how you can do, and this is unexplode all. If I just click here, so it will unexplode all. And if you want to again explode it, so you have to just select all the components. Like if I just select 2 for now, so I'm just going to auto explode them. Now let's see what will happen. So here you can see only two components have been moved, this yellow one and this one. This is maintaining the original position. Okay, so please do not get confused that why the cyan one has been moved. It was at its original position. Now I'm just going to cancel this, so discard the changes. Now you can see here we have explosion one. So if I just double click here, so here why we are not getting anything, because I have used the term of unexploded all. If I just go to edit explosion, so this is edit explosion and here this is copy to new explosion. So it will make a new explosion. Like if I click on that thing, now here you can select all the components. It's all up to you whether you want to select all the components or the selection. It's all of your choice. Or you can select uh, a few components from the assembly. So it is all up to you. So here you can see I'm just going to click on OK. Now we have the explosion 2 here and this is explosion 1. So if I double click on explosion 1 is going to get activated, and if I click on explosion 2 is going to get activated. And be clear that these both explosions are in trimetric view. Okay, now if I want to edit this explosion, because here you can see we do not have any kind of explosion here. We have explosion only in the explosion 2. Now if I want to edit this explosion, so we have learned about the copy to new explosions, which is the explosion 2. Now I'm just going to edit this explosion. So just click on edit explosion. So again you will get a window like this, and this time I'm just going to pick the manual mode. So I'm just going to pick this one first, this one, and I'm just going to specify the orientation. This is going to be like this, and click on apply. And I'm just going to select this one, and we are going to specify the orientation like this. And then we are just going to select this one. Now I'm just going to move like this. Now I'm just going to pick this one. You just have to leave the manipulator. That means like if I drag it here, just leave it. Now you can select the component here. So I'm just going to pick this one and I'm just going to get it here, and then this one I'm just going to get it here like this. Or earlier you can just choose this one. Okay, so be very clear with the explosion, like how the explosion is going to work. So I'm just going to click on OK. Now this is the method which we have covered, the two methods, which is automatic and second one is manual. Now let's understand about these commands. Like first we have the new explosion, which we have already discussed, like how we can create the new explosion. It is all up to you that whether you want to select the manual method or the automatic. Then it is all up to you whether you want to select all the components or a few components from the assembly. So it is all up to you. So I'm just going to the explosion 2 now, and here we have the edit explosion, or before that we have the command of copy to a new explosion, which we have just discussed like how we are going to copy this explosion to the new explosion. And then we have edit, just discussed about this thing as well, like how I can edit this. So if I want to edit, just pick the component and just move the manipulator. So this is how you can just edit the explosion. Now we have the create trace lines. So this is something new for the viewers, like what do you mean by the trace line? So trace line is something like how the part is going to get assembled with the main part. Suppose this point, suppose this point is just going to get inserted here. So I'm just going to create the trace line here, and I will make sure that I am going to show this trace line in the drawing as well. Let me just show you one drawing. So I'm just going to press Window plus E, and let's go to the desired location where I have just saved a drawing for you. So I'm just going to the drawing. Now here you can see, here are trace lines. Here we have the trace lines, and these trace lines helps us to assemble the part so that we can get the desired assembly. Like here you can see this is the desired assembly, and it shows us the path that how this is going to get sit here, this is going to sit here, and we have the fasteners then, and this is how the assembly gets going to get completed in this way. So this is why the trace lines being used in the assembly or in the drawing to mention the path for the particular component. So you can also use these trace lines. It is all up to you that how you are going to define those trace lines. So suppose if I want to give a trace line here, so I'm just going to click on apply, and I'm just going to pick this point and then this point and click on apply. So this is all up to you that how you want to define that trace lines. Suppose if I want to apply the trace line here as well, so this one and this one, just giving you the method that how you can create the trace line. And here we have the alternate solution. You can just click on alternate solution to check what other results could be given to those particular trace lines. So suppose if I go to this view, okay, go to this part, and I'm just going to create the trace line to this one. So I'm just going to create this point or pick that point, and then I'm just going to pick this point. Okay, I'm just giving you the example. It is not hard and fast rule that this point is need to be picked up or that point. But while doing the proper assembly, like when you are going to practice into the industries or for your projects, make sure you are going to pick the right point. So here we have the alternate solution. You can see here. So this goes like this, and then in this direction, then coming down, and then going here like this, and then this. So what is the alternate solution? Alternate solution is this. It comes directly here. Let me just show you this one and this one so that you can catch the difference easily. So this is how we can get the alternate solutions. Okay, we have the toggle here of alternate solutions. I'm just going to cancel this. Now if I want to edit a trace line, so there is nothing to worry about. Just double click on that particular trace line, and here you can just edit the trace line. Okay, you can just define the point here and here also, and this is the vector, that in what vector you want to define the end direction. So this is about the trace line. Then again go to explosions, and we have this one. This is the show explosions in the work view. If you want to have the explosion in the work view like this, so the same thing can be done by double click. You can just do the double click, and it will activate that particular explosion. So this is basically the explosion in work view show, and this is going to hide the explosion if you want to hide the explosion, or if you want to show the explosion, this toggle is used. If you want to hide, then this toggle is going to get used. This is the delete explosion if you want to delete it. And then we have the list information about an assembly explosion. You can just click on this, and it will give you the position to those particular component, that where the particular component has been moved. Suppose if you give the new location, so it will actually give you the location that where the explosion has been taking the place. So it is very critical thing, like if you do the explosion and want to give the detail that where the particular part has been placed, you can just give the values of these delta x, delta y, and delta z. So this is how we can do the explosion. So I have given the three explosions. Now the point come here that before we started with explosion, we started with the model views. That why we are focusing on the view, because when we are going to call the view in the drawing, so let me just show you the drawing which I have just shown you. Suppose if this is the drawing, so why we are focusing on the view? Suppose I want to add this view in the drawing, so I have to call that particular view. Suppose the explosion is in trimetric, so I have to call the trimetric view. Only then I am able to get the explosion. Or the second thing is that if suppose the explosion is in back view, then I have to call back view. I hope this thing is clear to you. So this is all about the explosion. So we have covered about how to define the explosion, what are explosion, how to define the explosion, then the copy thing, then edit thing, then trace line, how we can create the trace line, then we have the show explosion, then hide explosion, and then delete explosion, and at last we have the information. So that is all regarding the explosion. Let me just show you how the explosion is going to take place. So if I just double click and show explosion, okay, I'm just going to have the explosion too then, and then this. So this is how we can export the components of the assembly. So I hope you have learned a lot from this tutorial. If you feel so, then please do hit a like, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe our channel, because this is CAD to Live for you.